According to the U.S. Census Bureau, in 2018, the beautiful suburban community of Loudoun County is the fastest growing county in Virginia. There's enormous economic pressure on the farmers in this area. Land prices and taxes are skyrocketing. New residents don't understand the needs of the farmers and the importance of farming, and farm businesses are fading away. Loudoun County Farm Bureau President Chris Van Vlack says that's why his group recently joined a coalition of area residents seeking to slow or control growth in the rural half of their county. They're calling themselves Save Rural Loudoun.
Back about 15 years ago, Loudoun did a study that was coined the 200,000 acre solution, which was a study to talk about how they were going to manage and protect their rural area of the county. Well, now we're basically down to the 120,000 acre solution. So we want to make sure that in another 15 years, we're not looking at the 50,000 acre solution.
So my family and I moved here 13 years ago now. For this, to raise our kids on a farm. It's what we wanted. And we also wanted to have a good school system. So Loudoun County was kind of a perfect fit. The fact we still had so much green space. We had active agriculture happening in Loudoun, all within 35 minutes of a major space technology corridor and very steady jobs.
Efforts to control rapid growth in rural areas are not new. Some communities in the Old Dominion, like Virginia Beach, have permanently set aside areas to remain rural. But each community is unique, and up till now, Loudoun County has not used specific tools to encourage landowners to keep their property in farming. Conservation easements are used to prevent private land from being developed, often in exchange for payments from foundations or taxpayers. Purchase of development rights and transfer of development rights are methods that local governments use to financially compensate landowners for restrictions on developing their land in the future. These land preservation tools are available right now, but Van Vlack says it takes time and money to implement them.
Perhaps having a cost share program with the county to help some of those more small-scale farmers be able to afford the upfront costs of putting their land in easement, which will keep it protected for farming in perpetuity. We're also looking at maybe having the county have a transfer of development rights program so we can help develop around our new metro stations in Ashburn and Dulles, but also protect our prime farmlands out here in Lovettsville, Purcellville, and Round Hill.
The average development that's happening out here, people tend to find out about it 8 steps down the road when it's way too late to do anything. We want to start helping people find out about these things as they're getting started, when they first hit the county planning and zoning commissions.
A lot of folks have a sort of a fatalistic attitude that they assume that Loudoun is going to end up looking like Fairfax in the end. And with the tools we're talking about, that's not the case. A lot of our neighbors, both in Maryland and south of us in Virginia, have used these tools, and so they have secure rural portions of their county.
Van Vlack says the comprehensive plan is being reviewed this year, so it's vital for voters to let their elected representatives know their feelings.
A lot of our farms, our wineries, a lot of our bed and breakfasts are here because of the agricultural community. So people want to come out here and see actual working farmland.
We have built a heck of a wine industry in Loudoun County. We are adding breweries, we are adding distilleries, we have farms that you can go and visit and do U-pick, things like that. And then we have a wonderful and fast-growing bed and breakfast industry. All of these bring in a lot of visitors to Loudoun County and a lot of tourism dollars.
Save Rural Loudoun members are passionate about their cause. The good news is they have a lot of support in their community, and Walbridge says the facts are on their side. Studies have shown that local governments pay far more to provide education and services to homeowners than to rural landowners, and uncontrolled growth ends up costing communities more tax dollars than are brought in. So the push is on to speak up loud and often.
It's not going to happen by accident, and the last 20 years has really been develop, 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 and we can save it, but we're going to need to do kind of a 180 in the way people think. We're going to need to address it with a lot of policy changes.
To learn more about land preservation efforts and the Save Rural Loudoun group, you can visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/SaveRuralLoudoun. In Loudoun County, Virginia, I'm Norm Hyde.